Welcome back to another video. My name is Motion Effects, and today we're going to backtest NAS100, see if we can get some data for the next trading week and make some more money than last week. So let's get into it. Now, as you guys can see right here, I'm on a NAS100 chart. We're going to backtest every single day from last week to see how the charts was going because I don't really trade NAS100. I trade mainly US30. That's the only pair I trade because I just feel like if I focus on one pair and I can get good at one pair, then there's no need for me to trade multiple pairs. But last week, US30 has been really trash. Price action has been really bad. We've been getting a lot of fake outs. So we're gonna backtest NAS 100 and see what we can get from NAS 100 because I'm planning to trade NAS 100 next week. Well, this upcoming week. So we're gonna backtest every single day, starting with last week Monday. Now we're gonna go to October 28th. That was last week Monday. As you guys know, I don't know if you guys watch my videos. If you're the first timer, I normally trade 9:30 open, which is market open. I trade breakouts. I look for support and resistance zone, and I just look for a breakout in the direction that price is going. So you guys can see right here, this is Monday. Price is obviously in a downtrend. Pre-market, price is in a downtrend, so we'll be looking for sells. Now the reason why I would be looking for sells, and the reason why I knew price is in a downtrend. First thing I'm gonna do is where I came into the market. So normally I come into the market at 9 o'clock a.m., which is this candle right here. Now overall on the 5-minute time frame, price is making lower highs, lower lows. As you guys can see, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so price is in a downtrend. Now price had a huge uptrend pre-market right before 9 a.m. to come test these highs. But normally I enter at 9:30 a.m. I don't take a trade until 9:30 a.m. or after. So price came up and then we realized price rejected. Price did not break these highs. Price kept pushing lower and broke these lows. So this is at 9:30 a.m. right here. Now since then we knew price didn't break these highs, these lows, we'd be looking for sells, right? I'm going to 1-minute time frame. Go to Monday. Then I'll be looking for my support and resistance zone. So you guys can see right here, we have support at this zone. We have resistance above that zone right here, just trailing from over here. So we have our support zone and we have our resistance zone right here. Now, as you guys can see, we had a breakout at 9:30. That is exactly what we're looking for. I would have entered as soon as we got the breakout on the sell side, enter right here, put my stop above the recent zone, and I would target these lows right here. And we would have absolutely cashed. That would have been a 1-to-1 risk to reward. But we could have also put our stop right here above this recent zone. But I normally do this for my stop above the recent zone so I can get a better risk to reward. But knowing how market was for like last week, I probably would have had my stop here and just took the 1-to-1. But either way, we would have made money. So now, as we can see right here, NAS 100 has not been giving us breakouts so far. As we can see so far, we don't see NAS 100 giving us breakouts like US30 last week. So that's a good sign. Okay. So we're gonna backtest the next day. We're just gonna leave this down. So we knew that we already backtested this day. Put our stop right here. We targeted 1 to 2 these lows. Same thing right here. Go on the 5-minute time frame. Tuesday, as you guys can see, price is in a downtrend. Price is making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Price is still respecting this resistance zone, even though price is making higher lows. Because price started to make higher lows right here. As you guys can see, price is respecting this resistance zone, so meaning price is still in a downtrend. You guys can see price made a lower low, price came back up, still respected that zone. So we knew we were looking for sell still, right? So as always, we would mark up our support and resistance zone on the 1 minute time frame. Go back to the 29th, and we look for our resistance and support zone. You guys can see here we have resistance, but pre-market price broke that zone. 930 hit. We got this. So on this trade, I would be looking for price to break either this zone right here, either this zone right here, or this zone right here. But normally I would look for price to break this zone. So we would have resistance right here, and we would have support right here. Price came up to test resistance. I'd wait for price to break below this support zone because we are looking for sells. And I would enter on the breakout for my stop above the recent zone, which would have been this zone right here. This zone right here would have been the recent zone. I'd put my stop above that zone. As soon as we got that breakout, we would have cashed. We could have targeted these lows right here, or I could have targeted this low, and I probably would have targeted this low. So let's just say targeted these lows. We would have got a 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's all we need. And so on the breakout, put our stop above the recent zone, and we target where we need to target. It's that simple. We're going to 5 minute time frame so we can see it better. Just to get a better example. So it's the same thing. Wait for price to break below. Enter. We really could have entered right here since resistance becomes support. We could have entered right here and still aim for these zones. We would have got a better risk to reward. Way better trade. So it's the same thing, same strategy. As you guys can see, we had a fake out right here, but this is a pre-market fake out. This was not at 930. This is a pre-market fake out. As you guys can see, price faked out to the upside. Even though we wouldn't have took this trade because we knew price is in a downtrend, we wouldn't be trading against the trend. So we would wait for price to come back and break our resistance zone. As you guys can see, 928 hits. Price break above resistance. Went to test this previous resistance zone. 930, 929, 930. Price waked it and it started dropping. As soon as we got that breakout, would have entered and put our stop above the recent zone, which was probably one of these highs or even this zone. Or we could have entered here and just put our stop above this zone. Either way, we still with the cash. We got a breakout. We didn't get a fake out like US 30. US 30 has been so ass, like it's bad, but we got to break a support, both support zones. We could have entered on either one. Preferably, I would have entered on this one because we would have had a better risk to reward. But I would have entered on this one for my stop above the recent zone, which would have been this zone right here. I'm gonna mark it up for you guys. Would have been this zone. My stop would have been above that zone. We would have had a wonderful risk to reward, and we would have cashed. It's that easy. NAS100 is looking good, so we might be interested in NAS100 next week. Let's keep on back testing and see. Okay, so we're on Wednesday. We're going to 5 minute time frame. It's the same thing. Price is obviously in a downtrend. Price is making highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Price is in a downtrend. Okay, you guys get the concept. So price is in a downtrend. On a 1 minute time frame. I don't normally trade on a 1 minute time frame, but if there's like no action on the 5 minute, then I'll go on a lower time frame so I can get a better trade. Now it looks like we had news on this day. It looks like we didn't have that much volume. On Wednesday, it looks like we had a little bit of news, But even though once we follow our strategy, we will be fine. So as you guys can see, prices in a downtrend, right? Now we mark up our support and resistance zone. As you guys can see, we have support right here. We have resistance right here, right? Now we would wait for a breakout at 9:30. 9:30 hits, get the breakout. Price did fake out on this day, but that's probably because we had news. But even though we enter in the breakout, put our stop above the recent zone, and we still could have cashed because on the 5 minute time frame, get a clear view, and we could have cashed. Could have targeted one of these lows over here. Me personally, I would have targeted this zone, and we would have cashed. We would have still cashed. We would have still made money. We didn't get as much as a bad fake out. What I realized is I just need to adjust my stop. Most times I'm taking a risk by putting my stop above the recent zone when I should really just put it above the recent like resistance or support zone because that's more safe. Because if price breaks out and retraces and fakes out, if prices like okay, let's say price is in a downtrend, right? Like let's say price is in a downtrend, price breaks out. If price breaks out, fakes out, and price is in a downtrend, we know that if price comes back up, it's not gonna break this resistance zone because we know price is in a downtrend. So normally I should just put my stop above here, but I guess I've been a bit greedy in my trading strategy, so maybe I just need to change my stop, change up and tweak up my strategy a little bit. Because normally I would put my stop above the recent zone, like as you guys can see right here, price rejected this zone, right? We had a couple of rejections off of this zone, as you guys can see. So me, I would have put my stop right here so I can get a better risk to reward, made 1 to 6. But that's just me being greedy. That's where greedy does not pay. So I guess I was just taking a risk. I should normally I should start just putting my stop above the recent zone because like as you guys can see right here, if price is in a downtrend and we get a fake out and price retraces, price is just gonna retest the recent zone, like the recent resistance or support zone. Price is not gonna break that zone. Price is hardly gonna ever break that zone. So to be safe, I know going into next week that I should just start putting my stop above the recent support or resistance zone, depending on which direction the market is going in. So that's something new. This is why back testing is really good for you. You learn how to tweak up your strategy a little bit. You know, you learn new things. So we learn something new. Make sure you guys write it down. You feel me? But I'm gonna take that in consideration into the next trading week. So yeah, if we took this trade, entered on a breakout, put our stop above the recent zone, we would have definitely got stopped out if I used my little greedy strategy. But to be safe, I'm gonna start putting my stop above the recent support or resistance zone. So it's if price breaks out, 90% of the time, price is gonna come back down. This price is just gonna respect the recent support or resistance zone. So, but if we did take this trade, we would have made a 1 to 3 risk reward. That's still good money. Let's continue back testing. Let's go to Thursday. Um, Thursday, 9:30 a.m. So I came into the market at 9 a.m. You guys can see that's the 9 a.m. Now price is in an uptrend pre-market, but how we knew price was gonna go in a downtrend, as you guys can see, price started changing into a downtrend. Price is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Then price made an equal low, and then price made a lower high, and then started making a lower low. Now, once I seen that, I knew price was changing into a downtrend, so I would have been looking for sells. Now, mark up our support. As you guys can see right here, we have support. and then we would mark our resistance zone right here, and we would just wait for a breakout in the direction the market is going in. So we know market is going down. We wait for a breakout of this zone. We got the breakout at 925. We wouldn't have entered yet because we knew we only enter at 930. So I would wait until 930, see where price is. I'll probably put a entry right here. If price came back up 930, we would wait for price to break back this candle. As soon as price broke that candle, enter on a sell, put our stop above this zone. Now this is where I would put my stop above the recent zone instead of the support or resistance zone. You guys can see we have a recent zone. My stop above that zone. This wasn't even a. I mean, it really depends on where you. Like, I feel like you guys should just. It depends on the trading day. Like, if price action is really bad, I suggest you put your stop above the recent support or resistance zone. If you got a good price action and prices breaking out at the perfect time, or prices having a lot of volume, then you guys can take a little risk. In this trade, I would have definitely took that risk because what we're entering on the break candle, we're entering on the break candle closer. So I mean, shit, if I put my stop above this zone and I target the recent low, because I always target recent lows if I'm looking to enter on a sell, or I target recent highs if I'm looking for buys. If I target recent low, I would have got a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Now, if I put my stop below this zone, it would have been a little bit better. I would have still got a 1-to-1, but it would have been closer to a 1-to-2 than a 1-to-4, a 1-to-1, but zero point 0.5 or something. So it really depends on the day, or you guys can really just enter on the breakout and not wait till 9:30 open. But I like to wait till 9:30 open because sometimes price will reverse at 9:30 and then break out, and that shit's super annoying. So it really depends. So yeah, so we're gonna back this Friday, November the 1st. This is the last day of the trading week. We're gonna backtest this day and see what we got on the charts. So you guys can see prices in an uptrend, so we'll be looking for buys, right? That's first thing I do is just identify trend every time I come into the market. Price is obviously in an uptrend, so I'll be looking for buys. How did I know prices in an uptrend? You zoom in a little bit. Came into the market at 9 o'clock, right? So I came into the market on this candle, but price is in an uptrend. Price might be going down at 9 o'clock, but price is in an uptrend. Price is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. You know what I'm saying? Price started to shift structure a little bit, but for me to enter in a sell and know that we're for sure going in a downtrend, I would have to see price break this low, right? And price did not break that low. Okay, so I was still looking for buys. So I marked that as my support, and I marked this as my resistance zone, right? Always look for your support and resistance zone, right? So we have support and resistance, 9 o'clock candle. We got a breakthrough of our support because okay, so if I came into the market on this red candle, right, price is above this zone, so that makes it support. As soon as price breaks below this zone, that zone becomes resistance, and the next zone below that zone becomes support. So as you guys can see right here, we have support, we have resistance. Now, I would wait for price to break through this resistance zone or break the support zone. Now, price is overall trending to the upside, so I'll be looking for buys. So I'd want price to break this resistance zone, enter right here, put my stop below this zone or below the recent zone, right? Or if I was, if price like somehow decides to just break this zone, then I would enter on the breakout of this zone, right? On my stop above the recent zone, and I would just target one of these lows. So now in this case, we know price is in an uptrend, so we'd be looking for buys. But if price was to break out of this zone, then we'd be looking for sells. You gotta learn to adjust. So we got 9:30 open. Price broke out with some good volume. As soon as we get that breakout, we enter for longs, put our stop below the recent zone, and we target the recent highs. Now, if you guys want to be safe, you guys can target these highs right here. I would have probably done that, to be honest. Put my stop below the recent zone, like this zone probably right here. I mean, I would have cashed because, as you guys can see, if I put my stop below this recent zone, right? I'm gonna right here. You guys see, there's a zone right here. I'm gonna just draw it out. It's like a little zone right here, right? So if I put my stop below that zone, we would have made a 1 to 2 still. We would have still be safe. We would have made a 1 to 2. I could just target one of these highs right here, right? But since I wanted to be safe and I put my stop below the support zone, then I'll be targeting a bigger trade. And I knew price was gonna shoot up because price is overall in an uptrend on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute. Price is not in an uptrend on the 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? Price is not overall in an uptrend on the 1 minute, and on the 15 minute was in a downtrend. You know what I'm trying to say? Price is overall in an uptrend on the 15 minute and on the lower time frame. So if price is in an uptrend on the low time frames and the high time frames, then I'll be looking for a good trade, a good risk to reward. So I would have targeted these highs, but to be safe, I would have took partials at each zone. So I would have took partial profits right here, and then I'd wait a little bit, probably take partial profits at like a 1 to 2. You know what I'm saying? Probably like right here, and then I'll let price flow and hit my full TP, and we'd have hit a 1 to 3 restore. That would have been an easy trade. So it's that simple, that easy, and we knew, as you guys can see, every time we get a breakout, price did not fake us out. Or in this case, I don't even think we have been getting faked out for real on US 30. I just think my stop just needed to be adjusted. Because now that I'm back testing, I can see that as not in NAS100, price is basically kind of doing the same thing, but not as bad. Like US 30 was for sure having fake outs, right? But I feel like if I just adjusted my stops a little bit and I just held my trade longer, then we would have definitely hit profit on US 30. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is the benefit of backtesting. This is the benefit. You learn new things, you improve, you get better, you improve your strategy, and you just become a better trader. So this is the best place for you to practice. This is the best place for you to get better at trading. This is your teacher on the markets, on the actual charts. Backtesting, practicing, just getting experience, you will become better over time. So if you guys want to trade with me live on Discord every day for free, trade completely free live every single day. Like you guys can literally just copy my trades and make money. So it's free money. Click the link in the description below. Follow me on Instagram at Motion Effects. Follow me on TikTok at Motion Effects. And start your trading journey. You guys can make money every single day. Quit your 9 to 5 job and retire your parents.